to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we have the cute boy, he himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
Beautiful people, what's going on?
Nothing. Living good, living large, living high, living dry.
Amazing. You are living high and dry.
Actually not high at all.
All right. Not high, but dry.
Not dry and not high. Sebi nothings.
I'm living high and wet sometimes.
Ooh, there we go.
What's going on? I have a show. I'm doing my last show of the year of the Love is Embarrassing show that I've been doing. This Saturday, 7:30 p.m. If you're around, please come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have some very exciting people that are going to be doing the show. Rachel Coster, who has a very funny show, Boy Room Show on TikTok. Casey Jost from The Impractical Jokers, from this podcast, from other shows we've done before. Ray Cordova from Astronomy Club. And then I'm still working through the rest of the lineup, but I'm very excited about those people are definitely doing the show. I'm excited to do the show. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a highlight of my year, and I hope people come out. I read excerpts from a 20-page love note that I wrote in 2011. It's very much a blast from the past to 2011. I try to fit that theme throughout the show. And it's more surprising than I would say you would think it is. I say wild stuff in the note, and it's very much, I'd say it's vulnerable to some level, but it's just wild. I can't believe that I wrote that. I can't believe that I was that. It's so detail-oriented and not sweet at the same time that it just is such a strange combination that leaves room for a lot of making fun of me in the show. So please come out. It's a lot of fun. The show is great, and I'm very excited that I was able to do it this year. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this note because it is so wild, but please come out to the show. It's the last show that I'm going to be hosting for 2024, and it would mean a lot if you guys came out. So September 7th, 7:30 p.m. Please come out, and I hope to see you guys there.
Beautiful. They could find tickets in your bio?
Link in bio. I'm going to be posting about it a lot this week.
Okay, so go check out Robbie's stuff for that. That'll be fun. Go out. If you're in New York, go check it out.
Yeah, if you're in New York, it's right in Midtown. If you're in New Jersey, it's very close to Penn Station. New Jersey, they're getting the train this week for free. NJ Transit was like, we fucked up so badly that you guys get the train for free.
That's beautiful. Look at that. It goes for you, New Jersey.
Yeah, I don't think it ends right before my show, but right now you could go to. You could take.
You could get on the train and complain that it costs money.
Yes, you could do that.
You'd be like, hey, I heard that the last week this was free. What the f?
Yes,
you know?
You could do that. So please come out September 7th, 7:30. It would mean a lot to me if you guys came out. And it's gonna be a really great lineup. Very, very talented performers.
Beautiful. So as we record this, we have officially entered.
Best month of the year.
We have officially entered. Not my thoughts.
Okay.
But in your opinions,
for sure.
For me, I'm on record saying that the year just ramps up and gets better. But for me, we've entered the Burrs.
The Burrs, correct.
The Burrs. We finally entered the Burr month, and the Burrs are my favorite time of year.
They are,
because the Burrs are when the weather tells you to get comfortable. The weather outside blows a breeze by you and says, why don't you grab a chai? You see an autumn leaf change, and then you go, you know what you could use? A sweater.
Yes.
Oh, God. Nothing like weather telling you to get cozy.
Hoodie weather.
The Burrs.
Nighttime hoodie weather. Maybe have a little bit of an ice cream. That's like my favorite. Shorts, hoodie, ice cream.
To have a little chill might be the cutest thing a person could have.
You think so?
Ooh, have a little chill. To have, not to be cold, but to catch a little oof.
I feel like I catch a lot of those.
Very cute. And
very cute.
Known as the cute boy.
The cute boy himself.
To feel a little chill, to be a little chilly is inviting for warmth.
Definitely.
No one wants to be touched when you're hot.
Yeah.
When you're sweaty, it takes a lot. That's not a how you doing kind of touch.
Yes.
That's a very intimate touch.
Yes.
I'm a little cold. That's when the butterflies come.
Yes, for sure.
The Burrs,
like a handhold.
Your hand's a little cold.
Your hand holding in the summer is a little rough.
It shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
But in the Burrs,
it's much
invited.
encouraged.
And here's the
Yes.
great part. If you have no one to put your arm around you, if you have no one to hold your hand, if you have no one to make your lips warm,
Okay.
there are items for that. You grab a glove. You grab a pumpkin spice.
Yes.
You get a sweater and a scarf. They literally make things that make you want to feel comfortable.
That you wear out.
The Burrs are the months of comfort.
Yes.
It is time to get comfortable, people, and the weather is telling us. The weather is saying, cozy up, motherfuckers. Listen to me, motherfuckers. Get inside and get cozy because the Burrs are coming,
Yes.
right? We need to ease into the cold.
Yes.
I wish that the months were spelled with how cold it got. Burr.
So adding.
September,
Well, the thing is that
November.
January and February are the biggest
Well, I have a theory on that.
cold months. They're the coldest months and not the best.
Well, those are the hurries. Hurry up! Hurry up!
Okay.
Those are the hurry up months.
Yes.
Right?
let's get over
January and
this.
February are the hurry up months.
Yes.
Because we want to hurry up and get over with them.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why January and February are good.
Yeah.
But for the Burrs, I could listen to slow music.
It is nice.
You start to slow down. You feel the weather start to slow down.
Yes.
And it makes you slow down.
Yeah.
And it's nothing I do better in no situation than when it's time for me to take a relax.
Okay. And you feel September is just what? You're getting ready for it?
September is when it starts.
September is still summer.
I don't agree with you.
This is erasure. So my birthday is September 21st.
This is not
the
erasure.
last day of summer, and you are getting rid of the importance of my birthday.
You know what?
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Earth, Wind, and Fire wrote a song about it.
That's nice.
They're not talking about how it's last day of summer necessarily, but in my opinion, it is.
I was like thinking of the
It's
lyrics.
a holiday.
It has nothing to do with
It's a holiday.
It's the summer solstice, or what is it?
I honestly don't. I think the
He
next
doesn't
day
even
is.
know.
I think the next day.
He doesn't even know.
Let me
Here's the
see.
thing. So people have moved back holidays earlier and earlier,
Okay.
right? So
All right. The last day of summer is the September 22nd. The autumnal equinox happens that day.
so September 21st is nothing.
I guess the second to last
So
day.
September 21st is just
It
your
depends.
birthday?
It typically happens during 22nd or 23rd. Maybe it's the last full day of summer. I don't know. If it's the equinox is happening on the 22nd and it's the last full
I'm so
day.
happy you fact checked because you've been telling me for weeks that it's the last day of summer. This is your big event.
It is a good. I mean,
You say it's the best day of the year.
I believe. All right, everyone believes this, but I truly believe that my birthday, September 21st, is the best day of the year.
Everyone believes that September 21st is the best day
No,
of the
that
year.
their birthday. A lot of people believe their birthday is the best day of the year.
Yes. Okay. People like their birthday.
People like their birthday.
And you think that your birthday is the best day of the year.
I would say this year it's falling on a Saturday. This year it's the best day of the year. It's hard for me to be like Wednesday is the best day of the year. Monday is the
Very
best
hard.
day of the year. I can't sell you on that, but when my birthday, September 21st, falls on a Saturday, I think it's the best day of the year. I think end of September is the best time of the year, like 20 to 29. I think that's the best, like, 10 days of the year, of course. So when my birthday falls on a weekend, it's the best day of the year. So this year, my birthday is the best day of the year. It's the perfect
you know
weather.
What's hard?
76 and sunny.
I hope it's colder than that.
It's the 76 and sunny of days.
I hope it's colder than that.
You hope it's colder than that.
It's better be colder than that.
Okay. What do you want it to be?
60, 68.
68 and sunny is your favorite day of the year?
Love that.
So your best day of the year is probably like October 7th.
Yeah. I like
But
a
most
nice,
people, I think, my birthday falls in like what they want.
This is absurd.
Because like May, April, it
This
rains.
is absurd. So
What do
you're
you mean?
claiming the best day of the year
Is my
September
birthday
21st.
Correct. I'm claiming September 21st, best day of the year.
I mean, that's a very
Second to last day of summer.
that's a very presumptuous thing to think.
I mean, we could argue Christmas. You could argue a few other things.
You could argue a few other dates.
Sure. But we got to throw 9/21 in the mix.
I would say a Halloween landing on a weekend might be better than that.
You're right. That might be the case this year. I haven't looked at the
A
schedule.
Halloween on a weekend.
It's a good day. Halloween on a weekend's a good day.
Even a Thanksgiving.
Especially you're in college.
A Thanksgiving weekend's a good day.
Black Friday's a good day.
But the day after Thanksgiving
It's a good day.
is a great one.
There's
of the
a lot of good
best days of the year.
There's a lot of good days, but I gotta stick up for my guy. 9/21. Do you remember the 21st night of September? I think. How many other songs do you know that's about one single day outside of Christmas?
I actually bet almost every single day of the year has a song
You
written
think
about
so?
that. I bet you that you could actually find a song
You
about
think
every
so?
single day of the year.
Okay. Well, I like it, and I think
it's just
people,
a successful song.
that's why I feel camaraderie with people that are born in the 9/20X.
At least every day has a meme that people could create around it.
True.
Every day now, every single day
Has a holiday,
a
a
meme.
meme. Yeah.
They said this in Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yes.
They said
Okay,
this in
yes,
Mean Girls.
yes,
This song.
yes.
Every day has a meme about it. Every day has a national holiday. Every day is a meme.
Do you see where I'm going though? Do you see my vision?
That it's a nice, comfortable day.
Yeah. It's like the end of it's the wind down of summer, the transition period. The weather's usually pretty nice. It's hoodie and I think of September 21st. I think of like a hoodie and shorts at night.
I like a hoodie.
The ice
and
cream
shorts.
stores are still open. It's like local summer, end of local summer.
Summer has to end. See, for corporations, they ended summer for me, and I'm ready.
Okay.
I don't like summer.
I know. So you would love the second to last day. You would think.
I'm not. Well, I'm
ready
just
to
saying,
move on from summer.
I'm saying I think that I'm more of an October guy. I think it only gets better. I like December.
You do like December.
It revs up for me.
Okay. October's great.
It revs. It's a year. We're on the up, people. This is a beautiful thing, right?
Okay.
And
you're over the hump.
We're over the hump of summer.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't like how they move stuff earlier and earlier. And you know why they move it earlier and earlier?
Why?
Halloween is the number one. Oh, I'll grab this decoration holiday. The earlier they put out Halloween decorations, the more people will spend on them. That's not with Christmas. That's not with Easter. That's not with other 4th of July. Halloween, people are willing to buy crap.
Yes.
People go, you know what? Give me the plastic lungs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't need fancy cobwebs.
You know
you
what?
don't need fancy spiders.
You don't need. You want cheeky.
Yes.
Halloween is cheeky.
Yes.
And you're willing to spend more money on cheeky crap.
Yes.
That you'll use once. You know, give me the 3 cats that are fighting over the pumpkin.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing here? And I love it so much. So I need to love that.
Yeah. I do like Halloween. I think it's fun. I think October is incredible.
I like autumn.
You do. I like autumn too.
Oh.
I like the style. I like the fashion. It's the same thing.
It's incredible. No, what about the
it's a great
attire?
date month.
You like that?
The attire.
What about that?
I love the attire. I love
the
the clothes.
fits.
I love
Yeah.
the fits. It's
It's
great. It has the
aesthetic
best.
is beautiful.
It has the best of all of that. I
Mhm.
think it's the most dates. Like I love the dates that come around October. I love a little spooky date.
You mean yeah.
Yeah. Like a romantic date. I also love dates, obviously.
Obviously.
We're talking
I got
about
confused.
We're talking about October 8th is probably Sebastian's favorite day. Like I'm trying to measure
clear,
out.
we were talking
All right,
about
I
that.
like.
You think spooky dates are nice?
Yeah.
Well,
It's very fun. It's like back to school. Everyone would go to like community events, like the football game, the soccer games. Like my school was very everyone getting together during the fall.
I think that I would like to do this with you.
Okay.
Well, one, today I've officially put out my pumpkin candle.
You have?
Did you notice?
No. That's nice though.
That's attention to detail.
That is attention to
That's
detail.
attention to detail. That
September 2nd.
September 2nd, pumpkin candle is out. Okay? I am ready to go. If you
Okay.
notice in the bathroom also,
What?
we got a little cinnamon.
Okay. I did not.
A little apple cinnamon.
Sebastian is a theme. Do you like a theme?
I grew up. Here's the thing: when you grow up and your parents are school teacher,
Yes.
they have turnover in
Same.
the house.
Yeah. My mom
did
wasn't an
turnover.
active school teacher when I was in the house, but she behaved as such.
Shit, my mom does turnover. We do the
Yes.
seasons. We had.
Yes.
We grew up with those. We would put a flag outside, not an American flag, a flag that had the peanuts and the cartoon, and
Yeah.
they would be celebrating Thanksgiving. Then all of a sudden, we'd have a bunny for Easter. Then we'd have just leaves for autumn. You know what I mean?
Yes. We did the same.
We just had flags.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was a beautiful time where people just had flags of the seasons.
Yeah, decorating the house it goes a long way, and I think men don't prioritize that, especially early in their 20s. And it's nice. It makes you feel better. I think it's proven to help with your like, I don't know, emotional happiness.
And
Like
also-
my apartment now is I have like a art, not even it's a home goods piece of art and a few pictures and like it's a little bit of 2 plants and I feel so much better in my home than when I lived in for 5 years just like 0 decorations.
It's also nice to change the decoration, some stuff during the year because it
Yeah.
shows you that the year's moving forward.
Yes.
Right. So I would love if you and I set a budget for you and I to go to like Home Goods and Target,
Okay.
and we could see who could get the better haul.
Okay.
Who could, and we'll have the people vote.
That's a fun challenge.
Who gets the better haul?
Yes, I like this.
Me or you?
Little like supermarket sweep.
A little supermarket sweep situation.
Yes.
And we both go off on our own.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to guide you.
I think we'd both be good at this. I think you'd be surprised how good I could be.
I'm
Bang
excited
for your
to
buck.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited to see what you could do with $50, Rob.
Yeah. I could see us both being on the same wavelength. You don't think so?
I don't think so because, we'll just have to tell.
All right, we'll
Let's
have
not
to
predict. But I would
We'll
love
have to see. We'll
I
have
was
to go to a
thinking
few
about
different
that.
stores.
I would love if you and I could take a day
Yeah.
and where we each get money
Okay.
and we see who gets the better bang for their buck and we have
Okay.
the people vote.
I love that. That's a great idea.
What can
I love
say?
that.
It's combining just things I love and turning it competitive.
Yes, I like
I'm
it.
not a sports guy, so
No,
let's.
you're not.
I'm making literally going to Home Goods and Pier 1 Sports.
Yeah, I like it. I'm down.
Oh, of course. For something else that I'm excited for. So I really want to get in the fall season. I'm really excited for that. So I wanted to do this thing, but I'm kind of scared.
Okay.
I want to. So I grew up with sisters, so I didn't watch a lot of the shows I watched were more geared towards women.
Okay.
So one of my favorite shows growing up was Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
And everyone says it's the perfect fall show.
I've never seen it.
Of course, I didn't think you had.
Okay.
But I want to rewatch Gilmore Girls, but I am scared.
How many? I know. That's the thing
I
with all these shows.
am scared. I'm scared that because I loved them so much.
Yes.
I thought they were so smart and witty, and their banter was amazing. And I thought the love story between Luke and Lorelai was truly incredible. So like, I'm just scared that I'm going to revisit and they're going to be annoying and they're going to be entitled and that the scenery that the backdrop of Connecticut in fall isn't going to be enough to ride me through.
Yeah.
You
don't care as much today to watch a show about Connecticut, but back in the day you weren't thinking of it like that.
The spookiest thing about this show, the spookiest part of my fall season might be Gilmore Girls.
And you realizing you didn't, it's not that good.
And it's crap.
Yeah.
I'm so scared because I go, damn, these women are so darn witty.
Yeah.
I used to be like, these women are so witty, and I'm so scared I'm going to revisit them, and they're just not going to be that.
Yeah, I feel you. I haven't revisited a lot of stuff.
But
For that reason.
I'm like talking to my sister. I'm like, is it worth it? What if it hits out the park? You know what I mean? Like it can be there.
I think it could. I rewatched like some episodes of Kenan and Kel earlier this year.
And you liked it.
And I was like, oh, it's corny. It's crazy how much like Nickelodeon's narrative was of what they wanted to like. It's weirdly conservative, I guess, in certain ways. But it was good. I mean, they're talented. At the end of the day, they were very funny. And they did a good job of like the parameters in which they were given. And it was fun. I was like, they're really good. They're kids here, and it is a kids show, so they have to make it super like PG. I guess I mean conservative in like it's very PG.
Yes.
G even, I would say.
Well, here's the thing about those shows. They're not getting into drama.
Yes.
I think when you look back on shows that are like light kid comedies, it could only be so ruined for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because I guess I thought it was the funniest thing that had ever existed.
Sure.
But I did revisit it, and I'm like, Kenan's funny. Kel is funny. They are funny guys who made the best of what.
Kel loves on
of course.
I love that.
Yeah.
I just think that revisiting
dramas
for adults that you thought was like shaped you as a person. Like one thing I'd never revisit is a Kevin Smith movie because I watched that when I was about 12 years old, 11 years old. I go, damn, this guy's the smartest man that ever wrote dialogue. And I looked at it and the dialogue is like if you were a stormtrooper, would you suck dick? It's it's like what I liked was it was insane.
Yes.
And it makes me feel crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm scared that these women that were such a big influence on me and and was some of the funny oh, show me how clever and witty women could be. I'm scared that it's not going to stand the test of time.
Yeah, a lot of things don't. There's only one way to tell. You could Google, be like, does Gilmore Girls hold up?
So I've seen Paranormal Activity. I've seen Long Legs. I've seen the one Halloween. I've seen Freddy. The scariest thing I might watch all spooky season is Gilmore Girls, and they're not standing the test of time.
That would be sad.
That might be the scariest thing.
That would scare you.
Fuck The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I don't care if your head goes all around. I'm scared that Lorelai is going to be too entitled for me.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared that the little girl's head's going to pop off because of the road sign anymore. You know what I'm scared of? That Luke is going to be too desperate trying to get in that relationship.
Yeah.
These are the scary things for me now. And my spooky season is going to consist of winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you gotta do is call. You better believe that's a theme song.
That's the theme song.
Carole King did the fucking theme song.
Oh, wow. I did not know this. I don't know anything about
it's
Gilmore
a song
Girls.
before that.
Okay.
She didn't write it for that,
Okay.
right? But Carole King, one of the best fucking musicians ever.
Yes.
Tapestry, one of the best albums of all time, was, and we got her doing the fucking theme song. We got young Melissa McCarthy in it.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
It's tremendous. It was so fucking. I'll tell you this, bro. Gilmore Girls is fucking tremendous.
Okay.
And here, I'm getting passionate about it because I want to love it so bad.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. You don't love entitled people from Connecticut.
I don't.
So this is a tough. I would say one of the people in the genres that you don't like the most is entitled people from Connecticut.
Well, not
Hard
just
to
Connecticut
revisit.
specifically.
Okay.
Let's not just
Yes,
throw
for
Connecticut
sure.
under the bus.
For sure. Connecticut's just close.
That's just where this
We
takes
just
place.
happen to see the most of them. And yes, this happens to take place there.
I
I don't know. Maybe it would be good. You could try to revisit.
scared.
Maybe I'll watch. I don't know. You think I should watch it, or you want to take a few episodes
No,
to see if
you
it's
can
safe?
watch if you want to watch a couple eps and tell me first. We could do a first view revisit.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll check it out.
I'm scared, bro. This is honestly the scariest thing you could do this
It's just
spooky
like
season is revisit
Drama. Yeah, it's drama, like love stories. That's
Yeah.
where you get the drama from.
the show. Yeah.
I used to like shows
And
like
there's
that
some
too.
comedy.
Yeah.
Like there's funny parts to it. It's like the old quirky nature of this small town.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect autumn town.
Okay.
No place is more beautiful than New England in the fall.
Interesting.
Like New York has to know we're great. We kill it, right? We crush. Autumn, upstate New York, the Northeast, nothing gets better.
I think New York is the most fun in the fall, but aesthetic-wise, our aesthetic doesn't change that much. The only time that it changes is during Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. I mean, what better city in United States to go during Christmas than New York?
But literally, when I was a kid, my parents used to do in autumn. We'd just go for drives.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Apple picking we would do, pumpkin
Yeah, we do
picking.
all
There's
the works.
farms. I grew all near farms. We would do haunted hay rides. Autumn was very fun also to be in the suburbs of New York too, I would say.
Totally. Well, yeah, it's autumn is a suburb season.
Yes.
Let's just be honest, man.
Yeah.
Fall. The burbs are a summer season. It's for the burbs.
Yes.
The burbs are for the burbs.
For sure.
Because what's better than a small town Target?
Yeah.
Than a rural Target. Nothing is better in September and October than a suburban Target, man. Nothing is better than a suburban fields that you go pick apples from in the fall.
Yes.
Fall is not a city time, man.
It's not the most. Yes.
Because it's a cozy time. And
It's
the city's
fun,
not
though.
a cozy place.
It's fun because there's the least amount of tourists. The people from the burbs
Yes.
stay in the burbs. So we kind of get to hang and get the places we love the most. I feel like
but we seek out, we go to the burbs.
sometimes, yeah.
The people from the city venture to the burbs only in this time period.
Yeah, for the most summer. They go to the shore,
The shore.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
I consider that a shore town, not the suburbs.
Yeah. But
I
in the
guess it
summer, we
is.
get a ton of tourists.
Ton of tourists.
We have a lot of people in New York City in the summer.
But I just
and
have
it's tough to go out. So to me, like the best time to be in New York is also the fall because of this dynamic. But it's not beautiful. We're not seeing maybe some parts. Obviously, parks are beautiful, but
parks.
Like, it's fun. It's fun to go out.
I'll just tell you this. I mean, I'm not going out.
You're
that
not
much.
going out. Yeah.
There's being cozy in the suburbs is. I hate to say it. Is just being cozy in the suburbs is better than being cozy in the city.
Yeah.
Just it's like I want
more room.
You have more room.
Yeah.
You have bigger couches. You have nicer TVs. You have more cuddled up. You to make a run to get Twizzlers is easier.
I wouldn't say that, but you can get Twizzlers across the street.
I don't like those Twizzlers.
Okay.
I have a major problem with Twizzlers
What?
from the individual
Bodega
package.
Twizzlers?
Bodega Twizzlers versus Twizzlers in the suburbs that come in the pound package.
Okay.
That's two different candies.
You're right.
Those are two different candies to
Yeah.
me. I just think we have to. I mean,
I hate the
promote
suburbs.
I know,
but I'm just like
We
so
promote-
pro city. But
we
yeah.
promote the city, but the suburbs, I think, they win order.
Yeah.
But I that's why I want to watch something that takes place there. I don't want to be there.
Yes.
Don't-
You want to watch?
I'm not a fucking psychopath.
Okay.
Robbie, I'm not sick in the head.
All right. He's been going to New Jersey a lot now.
I'm seeing my family.
He's going to New Jersey. He's starting to like it.
No.
I told my brother we grew up 7 minutes outside the city. He was like, "You're insane," because we grew up 7 minutes from, and I'm also
Staten Island.
50% over the outer bridge is what I consider the city. And he goes, "You're out of your mind.
You are.
You tell people that."
That's insane.
And then
That's
I'm talking
insane.
about Brooklyn. I'm like, well, then we grew up 30 minutes from Brooklyn, and
No, you
my
didn't.
measurement is halfway over the Verrazano Bridge, which he doesn't like either.
No,
my
you-
brother thinks I'm out of my mind.
You are out of your
He
mind.
visited me for and I'll be like, where I grew up. He's like, what are you talking about? We grew up the same place. Stop saying where I grew up. We grew up in the same exact
I'm
town.
so happy that he was checking you.
And he was checking me.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sebastian grew up in Staten Island. He says he's from New York City. He goes, he's allowed. This was his rule. If you didn't grow up in Manhattan, you're allowed to say you grew up in the city. But if you grew up outside of the 5 boroughs, you need to say how far you grew up was relative to Manhattan. You can't say the outer boroughs.
Yes.
That was his
also,
rule.
I grew up in New York City.
I know.
The city, I said Staten Island, New York.
I understand.
Like when I filled out paperwork,
you did
wasn't
grow up in New York
like-
City, but that's what my argument was. Like, Sebastian says he's from New York City. He grew up in Staten Island. We grew up 7 minutes from Staten Island. That counts as the city. And he goes, no, that's
We
not how
also
it
grew up
works.
in much different environments.
No, I didn't say that I grew up in the city. I said
Okay.
7 minutes outside.
And those 7 minutes really were.
Sure, there's a bridge.
There's a bridge.
Which I also don't know if people fully realize this. My town, if you look at America, it is the literal armpit. They call New Jersey the armpit of America.
Okay.
Where I grew up is the armpit of New Jersey. That is the town.
There you go.
And you grew up on a floating island right outside that armpit.
So what are you saying? That Staten Island is what, a piece of fuzz that fell out of your hair?
I guess so. It's just right outside the armpit. I saw people like posting the United States and being like, what's going on here? And it was an arrow right to the armpit of America. And I'm like, that's where I grew up.
There you
That's
go.
where I grew up. And right next to where I grew up is where Sebastian grew up, which is also the armpit. Just floating. It's like a little piece of deodorant, I guess, that came off. I don't know. What do we call it? What would you call Staten Island?
It's something that should be underwater.
Something that should be under.
I don't know. What do I call it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting. You grew up in the armpit of America.
The armpit of America. Literally, that's my town.
And so what is Maine? The fist?
I guess so.
So let's not take the metaphor too seriously.
No, I don't take it that seriously.
If Maine is the fist of...
We did not have pride. We were not like thinking about the armpit of America. Nobody was talking about it when I was growing up. It was not like there's no sign in my town. Like, it's not something that is really talked about.
Oh, okay.
But it is just the reality.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, everyone's looking for a shape that... This is a boot. This looks like a this, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go, this is a that. This is a that.
Yes.
Because I guess it's easy to learn.
Yeah.
So you grew up in the armpit.
The exact armpit.
And I guess I grew up, I don't know,
Floating
a little
away.
dingleberry that's hanging off the
Something.
armpit. The little piece of shit that the America couldn't get rid of. Happy Staten Island. Love you, babes.
Cheers to Staten Island.
Cheers. So it's not only, it's a great time for us people that like tchotchkes. As
It is.
You know, if you're new to the pod, I love tchotchkes. But it's also, it's a good time for football lovers.
It is.
Football is back.
Football, huge in the suburbs also. The big community event of the suburbs, I would say, is football.
Football is back, which also means men being able to show their emotions openly is back.
Yes, it is.
Football is, it's not only football that is back, everyone. Being able to show your emotions openly is back too, right?
Yes.
So if you had a hard summer and you've been penting up a lot of anger, you get to yell at a 19-year-old kid on a Saturday morning because they didn't complete a fourth and two.
It's gonna be a wild football season for the men.
You
Especially when it's an election year, you get like almost increased football season.
The
anger that's gonna come out on Sundays over the next few months is going to be quite the spectacle.
You know your husband's having a rough time when he goes, I'm starting to get into college football. Be like, how about we start getting into some therapy?
Yeah.
Right? I just have to say, hey, we gotta. Men have been pushing these emotions down all summer.
Yeah.
Finally, they get to scream about something. Finally, they get to cry and go, "What are you crying about? You're sad that your mother died over in July? Nah. Aaron Rodgers hurt his ankle again.
Nah, we couldn't convert on 4th and 3.
Yeah.
We missed 2 field goals.
Why are you
last
crying?
week.
I missed the field goal. I can't handle it. It's okay, babe. I know that we're having trouble having a kid together. I know this is hard. No, it's not that. It's the damn fucking Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm infertile. It's the Cowboys, baby. To scream about the Cowboys because you can't produce sperm is a beautiful thing for men.
Yes.
Let us have it.
They scream. They do.
Let us have it. Let us cry. Do not be men. Emotions are back, man. Emotions took off and now they're back.
It's funny too, because like the places where the emotions are most suppressed, Texas, like Florida. You know what they do? High school football has literal stadiums. 20,000 people will go to high school football games in Texas.
More football.
They need Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Sunday nights. And I don't think a coincidence that in these places is where the men have the largest struggle showing their emotions.
Well, I heard Pee Wee football happened after Vietnam because they were like, we need to figure this shit out more. After Vietnam, they're like,
let's get them
younger football. What happened over there, baby?
On 7-year-olds.
Nothing happened over there. Just give me some younger football. just get some little kids.
Pop Warner. How much you want to bet? How much you want? Pop Warner is the league that is. I bet you that man went to war.
Oh yeah, but also that's brutal. Like it's actually healthy that they're taking their emotions out in that way. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Like but 100%.
Yes.
100. I mean, of course. Also, back in the day, everyone went to war,
That's
Robbie.
true.
We are so blessed.
That is true.
Right?
We are very blessed.
But it is a time where men finally get to feel their emotions, and that is how they'll get cozy.
Wow. Yeah, he was the son of a American Civil War general.
Of course. Of course he was.
The theory checks out.
Of course.
Yeah, it's tough. It is. I hope that men find other ways to express their emotions, but
it's a start.
It's nice that they have football.
It's a good start.
Yes.
You know what? Don't take football away. They need it.
They need it for now.
Let them feel.
Yes.
And maybe along the way they'll think, is this because my life didn't turn out how I wanted to?
Nope.
Nah. They'll at least have that thought for a second.
Yes.
Right? So let men have that football. Let them have it.
It's therapeutic.
I mean, I see myself. I started crying over I was watching The Secret Life of the Teenager the other day. I started crying over that. And I go, this can't be over this.
Yes.
I can't be. I told you.
I love when I have a cry and I'm like, this is not the origin.
No.
I'm not crying over this. And I'm not going to unpack what I am crying about. But for now, this is what we're dealing with.
And men get to experience that. They also get to experience joy.
Yes.
True joy.
There is true joy. I'm wearing my Team LeBron shirt right now. I've gotten myself almost to tears thinking about LeBron winning a championship.
There you go, man. I mean, this is what it's about. And it's beautiful that we have this. And I think football, we also have to remember, is the cozy time for men.
Yes.
They wear their favorite shirts.
Yes.
They sit in their favorite chairs, and they get their favorite treats.
That's 100%.
How is this not the coziest season for men? It's cozy season for men, too, with football.
For sure.
What do you want to do all Sunday? I don't know. Wear my favorite shirt, sit in my favorite chair, eat my favorite snacks.
All day.
And then maybe
12
see
hours.
a couple of my best friends ever.
Yes.
Maybe talk to my best friends ever.
I mean, Saturday, some people, college football is also huge. The two biggest sports in America are NFL and college football.
I know. Yeah.
And that's Saturdays and Sundays in the fall.
People like the NCAA game for like PS5 and more than Madden now.
Yeah.
Which
It
is
was
wild.
fun. It was very fun. Yeah, because everybody went to college. Not everyone follows their fandom. Not everybody went to college, but way more people have gone to college and had that experience than like being so connected to an NFL team.
1,000%. Also, there's
it's way more
colleges
personal.
everywhere.
Yes.
There's,
So even
like-
like women, I think, get into college sports, and like it's more of the community, the party event,
Which
than
is
like
also,
NFL is a little more exclusionary, I would say. No,
and
it's huge.
if you look at a map of where NFL teams are, there's like hundreds of miles between teams.
Yes.
But that's not with college football.
Now it is. It's really annoying, to be honest. The Big Ten is a division in college. There's 18 teams now. And USC, it used to be like a Midwestern division, the Big Ten. And then recently they added a bunch of East Coast teams. When I was in college, like Rutgers, where I was close to, got added to the Big Ten. And then there was 14
I
teams.
meant something different, but go ahead.
And now there's 18 teams in the Big Ten,
So
which
spread all over.
and now USC, which is like USC and UCLA is in the same division as Rutgers for every sport now, because football is such a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's like you got these swimmers, if they got to go do a meet, they're college athletes. The college athletes that are swimming cannot make as much money, say, on these NIL deals or whatever.
No.
And you got to go do a dual meet in New Brunswick.
That's
is like
hard.
you're a professional athlete.
That's
Like
hard.
we need to treat them a little more like professional athletes then,
Yeah.
not just pay for their college.
I was talking to a professional athlete about that, though, and they were like, it's also, I think that who played in the NFL.
Yes.
And he's like, I think it's great that they're getting money. It's also nice, felt nice to feel like a student, too.
Yes.
He was like, when I went to school, it felt nice to feel like a student.
I'm
Awesome.
sure, yeah.
He's like, the money is good because we could hurt ourselves, and people are making so much money off of us.
So much money.
And he goes, we deserve money. But it's also nice to be a student. He goes,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite parts of college was being a student, too.
Yeah.
And so to travel that far, you don't get to be a student.
No.
Especially
Especially those lesser popular sports.
I meant that there are teams that there's big gaps in the country where there's no major cities where there won't be an NFL team.
No.
Where there will be
College
a
fills the
college.
gap.
Yes.
I mean, that's what like Alabama college football is.
That's what I
like,
mean.
Auburn and Alabama, that game is the biggest sporting
'Cause
event of the year.
There's no football there.
Because there's
no
no
NFL.
NFL team.
Yes,
correct.
that's what I
that
meant.
serves that area.
But you're right, too, with that. And you can't be, if it's that far away, you don't get to be at that students.
Yeah, that's what's really unfortunate. Which but also most guys that play even college football don't end up in the league.
No.
One of my best friends played on a team that won multiple championships. They have Hall of Fame NFL players. Many of them were on his team. He didn't go to the league. Like, he played on that team. He was kissing babies, signing autographs for 4 years. Then you graduate, and it's like, all right, I did all that work. I prioritized all this stuff. And what do you...
Back to reality.
It's tough, yeah. When you were just such a massive celebrity and not getting paid for it. Tough to be a massive celebrity and not get the benefits of of money. Like, money is important. Popularity does not get you as far as I think people think that it does.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's tough. It's tough for the athletes, but I mean, that's also what we have to remember, that during this cozy season,
Yeah.
that we're cozy because people do work.
Yeah.
Like, we're cozy because people are working. Even like we're cozy. If you're cozy watching a scary movie, people put a lot of work into that movie.
Of course.
If you're cozy watching NFL, people working in that NFL.
Yes.
I think that's good to remember that too.
Always. People are always working.
No,
Working for us.
100%, and it feels we should thank them and enjoy that.
100%.
And that's why I think it's good. Also,
Yeah, absolutely.
beautiful.
But it's nice. It's nice when there's events that bring people together.
It is nice, and I think
Like a tailgate is fun. Like people, it's an excuse for people to hang out.
and I do think that the city. I love a city, and I do think that it's the one time that suburbs get a little more together.
Yes.
which is good because we want everyone to feel together. at the
Yeah, I
end of
think
the
that's
day.
a source of happiness for
Right?
most people.
Because suburbs, I think, are very separated, and
Yeah.
it's not good to be separated like that, right? And the city, we have connection all the time.
Yeah.
I see someone that makes me want to do something, you know?
Yeah.
I see people, they say hi to me, right? So I think that also is a nice thing.
For sure. I mean, I played sports my whole life. I was never incredible at them, but the team aspect, which was very fun. And like I've been thinking more about that because I've been playing. I played sports last week. I coach a swim team now, and there's that aspect of it.
Well, not now.
So I've what?
You don't play sports.
What?
You play triv.
I do play trivia.
You play your sport is triv.
It is in some ways,
Just
and I think I've been thinking about that too because I really am getting more competitive about the trivia.
Tell people.
My
Tell the
trivia
people.
team is
Tell the people, Rob.
the trivia team that I'm on is about to finish 7th out of 702 registered teams in New York City, which
Take that, motherfuckers.
is crazy. If
that.
we win, you are not gonna be able to talk to me for a year.
Because you're gonna be flexing.
I will be anyone I meet, I'll bring this up. And I will say this:
Don't
I am
say it,
not.
Rob, don't
I'm not
say
gonna do
that.
that. But it is
Because I want you to win.
you want me to win,
But then
you don't
when
want me
you
to turn
say
into
that,
a monster.
Then when you say that, I
Cannot
don't want
tell
you to
me
win.
shit for a year.
Yeah, now
One
I'm
year
not
of
rooting for
talking
you.
shit, but that's what winning a championship is, right? You get one. I mean, it's every season. So this actually, you get a new champion every 4 months.
I will say this:
What?
if you win something, you're allowed to flex it. I believe in that. When you walk into that arena. You cannot.
So a guy wins a Super Bowl, he goes out to a pizzeria. He can't talk about how he won the Super Bowl.
Nah,
That's
you
it.
just gotta
You gotta
order a
keep
slice.
it in.
I think that's good for you and them.
Yes,
I
you're
think
probably
it's
right.
good for the ego if you won the Super Bowl to just be like, "Hey, I'll do a cheese and a Sicilian."
Yes,
I think it's good
You're right.
rather than you go, "Hello."
yes, I agree.
Right? I think it's good for his ego.
Yes,
If he won the Super Bowl.
for sure. I want to say I have small assignments. I'm not the largest contributor to the team's success. It's a team sport. Trivia is a team sport.
Yes.
In a way that
You build a team. It's the
you have to
Avengers.
build a team. Yes.
It's not all Spider-Mans.
No, you can't have all Spider-Mans. You won't win. If you have 5 people that are insanely good at sports and movies, then that doesn't really get you far.
And this is why people are bad at trivia, probably because they're friends with all people that
Exactly.
know the same crap as them.
And we are building a trivia team that is not that.
And you are actively out here looking for people that are different than
Correct.
you were out here searching.
Correct.
High and low. You're going to realms you've never been.
We went out with somebody, very smart guy. I think he went to Stanford undergrad, Harvard grad school, and was looking for a new trivia team. And what did he say? He goes, "I know lakes and rivers." And he showed me a podcast where he's listening to like a super specific history thing, and he's like, "I'm trying to get back on a team."
You gotta
This
sell
is
yourself.
what people take. This is what he knows. He knows what it takes to build a trivia team. That's why he's showing his niche knowledge.
And
we'll
the bottom 500 are probably just be like friends that
Friend
are all
groups.
smart.
Friend groups.
Smart
Exactly.
friends. Smart friend groups.
100%.
But they all know the same crap.
Well, this is what it is. It's like the top teams are a lot of ex-Jeopardy players, are like the nerds of nerds,
Uh-huh.
which I'm a nerd. I'm a nerdy guy in a lot of ways. I'm nerdy about things I think are cool, but I'm nerdy about things. Like I'm a nerdy person, I would say. Would you not agree?
Agreed.
Okay. But I did want to say this. This past Wednesday was my 4-year anniversary of leaving corporate America. It's been good. I would say that my life, there's obviously pros and cons to stability, and there's pros and cons to not having stability, and I live my life way differently now, and there's things that I can't do because of not having a stable job and knowing where your money's going to come from. But ultimately, I do feel happier, and I was reflecting on it a lot, and that day my apartment was like 85 degrees. I was gonna like write something about it, and my air conditioning broke, and I'm like fucking having to figure that out, which was like kind of symbolic in a way.
You lost your work ethic?
What? Yeah, of course.
You lost
Bro, 85 degrees in my apartment, that could squash a work ethic. You don't think so?
I meant over the 4 years.
Oh. A little bit. I think I'm less. Yeah, definitely less. Like, urgent to get things. I used to be way more capitalistic, we'll say. But my work ethic can come back in waves for sure.
There you go.
It needs to be sparked by something. Because I think I've had waves of like a lot of work and waves of whatever.
I was just joking about that. You couldn't write a post. I'm not actually thinking about your work ethic.
I'm now. I was really trying to earnestly reflect because like it's a huge.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize we're in the earnest part of the podcast.
A lot of people dream of quitting their job. Like you've never had a 9 to 5.
No, I mean no.
It's tough. It's like a prison. I don't know. A lot of people doing something that you don't feel. A lot of people's job is to make somebody else rich.
Yeah.
Like it's the end of the day, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're like, if you work for a publicly traded company, that company is owned mostly by the top 1%. Like that's just math.
Okay.
So your job is basically within the job, you can make a difference and whatever. But ultimately, your company's mission statement is to make as much money for the owners of the company, and those owners tend to be part of hedge fund, whatever. A lot of people end up. That's what they're doing. It's hard to be motivated every day.
Okay.
And I think I felt that a lot, obviously, but. At my 4-year anniversary of not working for a bank, I was at trivia and they asked the question, when does the stock market close? And I thought it was 4:30. I was like 9:30 to 4:30. I knew it started at 9:30 because I would always show up before 9:30. They want you there by 9. I would be like, as long as I'm there by 9:30, what does it matter?
Sure.
So 9:07, you get in these arguments, whatever. I knew it was 9:30. I thought it went till 4:30. Someone else on the team was like, I'm pretty sure it's 4. Like, I think they had been maybe to the close the bell or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Go with 4. Like, if I'm wrong, that's beautiful. And I will be happy that I don't remember this fact. And yeah, I was wrong. 4 years removed, and I forgot when the stock market closed. And I was like, this is beautiful. I felt so good about that.
That is nice. Sometimes it's nice to not. It's a flex not to know something.
For sure.
Sometimes you not having a piece of information shows me just as much about you as if you knew a piece of information.
Absolutely. It's growth.
It's you saying, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
You know, I knew all about grams and ounces when I was my friends were selling weed.
100%.
Like I knew all about that, you know?
I mean, I'm sure if you used to work at a McDonald's and somebody was talking about the number 3 and you didn't know what was in the number 3, you would be like, I feel amazing. I'm a changed person. That's nice. Not my life anymore.
It's nice to not know things.
Yeah.
And when it naturally,
like I didn't intentionally do that. Just over the last 4 years, that information has moved out of my head and new information has come. And I was like, that was such a beautiful moment for me, I feel like.
That is nice. It's nice to like be moving that. You're becoming a new person from that job.
Yes.
That's good.
Because you never wanted. I always felt shitty about like the job defined you. I felt like so much then too. This first question people would ask you in New York, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And now I'm not in those circles anymore. That's not the first question I get when I'm out. What do you do?
What's the first question?
I don't know. More about me, I think.
Like what?
I guess it depends on what we're talking about.
Interesting.
I don't know. What is the first question you get?
I guess it would be something like, what do you do more?
It is still, what do you do?
If it's a complete stranger.
Yeah.
Or where you from?
Where you from?
A lot of people in New York ask where you from.
That's true.
Because they want to know what part of the city you're from.
Oh, yeah. Where do you live?
Yeah. Or like if you're from outside the city.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Where you
I
from?
think I've gotten better at maybe talking about things I want to talk about. That's
good.
Not where the conversation goes of work.
Nice.
I'm also not out as much with meeting strangers.
Yeah.
So that's
I was just wondering
probably.
what I was interested in to see what the other question might be.
Yeah, like people at work, we talk about swimming stuff. Like people that I meet within certain
your hobbies.
contexts. Yeah, more about hobby stuff.
Imagine you're at work, you're chit-chatting with someone, and then there's a lull in the convo, and they go, anyways, what'd you do? What do you do?
I guess that's true. I guess I'm meeting most strangers at work, and they can fucking see what I do.
They come.
I'm like, oh, no, I don't get asked that anymore. And I'm like, oh, I just meet the most strangers at my job.
They come up, they go, hey, excuse me, what time does the pool close?
And what do you do for a living?
Yeah. Cool. By the way, what do you do?
Did I ever tell you one time I'm lifeguarding and somebody came up to me and they're like, do you have a brother that has a podcast? I was like, nope, that's me. I also work here as a lifeguard.
Nice.
But I guess they thought it was so big. They seen it on TikTok. They're like, do you have a brother who's like big on TikTok? I think he has a podcast. And I'm like, no, that's me.
There you go, Rob.
I'm also the
You should have
lifeguard.
said, yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I'm the bad one.
Yeah.
No, yeah, people, it's hard. People get so uncomfortable and nervous to meet people and to like to do meeting situations. So that's why I was like wondering what they do. I saw this new trend online, and it really shows you the state of how weak some men are on first dates.
Yeah.
This new trend online that I saw was guys that go to escape rooms multiple times to learn how to do the escape room, and then they'll bring first dates to that exact escape room so they could show off how fast they could do it.
It's guys, I think, so fundamentally don't understand what women find attractive.
Imagine going to an escape room with a guy and he just corrected you the entire time to finish the escape room as quickly as possible.
He wants to go somewhere he could mansplain the escape room. This is not what people are going on a first date to find. I think they think women view the relationship how maybe they view life, which is provide, like,
look at me,
show,
look at me, look at me.
Yes, like show off, provide.
I mean,
I'm smart. I'm this. Like you're projecting what you're not good at. Then at that point,
honestly, maybe he had a lot of red flags, but she was like, you know what? Since he knew to put the skull on top of the trophy case, I'll give him a second date.
I mean, who is?
Since he knew that the key was backwards, I don't know. I'll go out with him again.
Who is sitting around dreaming about their dream guy, and they're like, he's good at escape rooms.
Tell me about this guy. Well, his job is he does bad law. He's a lawyer for evil people. Yeah. Okay, never mind. He doesn't have hobbies. He isn't close with his friends. Isn't close with his family. But get this. If we were trapped in a room on Mars and we had an hour to leave with only 3 clues, he's your man.
He's good at riddles. Yeah, I don't.
He knows that if you flip the switch up and down 3 times, that the lights on the ceiling will go upside down. Oh my God, he's a keeper.
Yeah, I don't. I think they just don't understand what women find attractive.
Well, now I'm gonna make sure if I ever go on a movie date, I go see the movie first, and then I whisper the jokes before they do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to restaurants and make sure I try all the foods before they do.
Come up with a few funny topics to talk about and questions. Have questions and train yourself not to cut off during the answer, not to make things about you, which is something I tell myself. This is the one note I'll give myself going into a first date is like, just listen more. Like, I think I'm doing a good job listening. You always could be doing a better job listening.
What if you were on the first date in an escape room? A wild place to bring a woman.
Sure.
Be like, hey, I know we haven't met, but what if we, I don't know, lock ourselves in a room? What if, I don't know, we lock ourselves in a room?
You're also just setting yourself up to not listen at all. You are clearly going to be the person who is driving the ship.
It would be so funny for her to do something and you just got a rookie mistake.
Because then you would slip.
Yeah.
That's slipping, saying that you've been there. Wait, you're not a rookie too?
Oh,
No. Better remove. Sorry.
I just think it's so funny for these dudes to be like, yeah, I have to go to an environment that I know all the answers to so I could provide them.
It's the opposite of what they should be doing, which is listening. If you just sit there and listen, and I'm not saying I do this every time, but it's the one thing that I'm like, try to do it more. Go to the bathroom, try to listen more. Like I'm like, this is what I'm telling myself the whole time.
You're in the bathroom just going, try to listen.
No, if you're like, all right, you do a little time out with yourself and you reflect on how it's going more, it's just like you could always be listening more. That's how I feel. Yeah. Give enough, but they'll ask if they like. Women will ask you information about yourself that they want to know. Yeah. Especially if they're giving it out a lot. They're mostly always doing that on first dates, is asking questions. Because most men don't.
So it's good to ask questions. I know. My friend says no one asks her any questions on dates.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm over it. She goes, I'm done asking men questions.
I get that.
She goes, I'll just sit there in silence.
Yeah.
I go, good for you. You deserve that.
She talked about it on the pod. I got 2 million
views.
Really? Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Everyone was like, I agree.
Yeah, but she still sticks by that.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
Yeah, it's just funny. I mean, the biggest fear is that you end up in a relationship with that person, and then you go to a second escape room, and you don't know how to do it.
I mean, they're starting the whole relationship on a lie too, and it's like if you have to lie about being good at an escape room, what are you? Well, what are you bad at? What are your insecurities are wild.
You should have seen the comments around this.
What were they saying? Men were like positive.
Men were going like, if women could wear makeup. They go, if women could wear makeup, we should be able to go to escape rooms and learn how to solve them. They go, that's a lie too. Everyone's so fucking wild.
Oh my god!
For men to be furious in the comments, be like, if women are allowed to wear makeup and push-up bras, we should be allowed to go to the escape room early too. It's all lies. It's all lies.
You should be allowed to take an improv class or something and maybe improve your fucking sense of humor. That's something you could do.
When I see a pretty woman, I just go, this is all lies. This is all lies.
They hate women. That's what it is.
I know.
They're starting it of like, she has a leg up on me. It's a competition that they already feel like they're losing. It's so strange.
For them
I
to
hope
be like,
the men that listen to this podcast are not like this. Hopefully you have a lot of success with dating.
it's all lies. Yeah. It's all, they get to wear makeup. I get to go to the escape room and plan out the escape. They were all lying anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you didn't wear lipstick, I choose the room I didn't go to.
Yeah.
If you didn't wear them, if you didn't do hey, did you contour today? Oh, you did? I guess we're going to the room I went to. We're both lying, babe.
Just starting off hating, absolutely despising the person that you're going on a first date with.
I went on a date you're never going to believe.
She's a liar. It's crazy.
I went on a date with this woman. You'll never believe it. This fucking liar. She wore makeup. This fucking liar put the effort in. Hours. She put a couple hours into getting an outfit, making sure she looked nice, applying makeup, coming to the date. I saw her. I go, leave, you fucking liar. You Benedict Arnold. I go, I don't date liars.
Yeah, that's insane. To view wearing makeup as the woman is lying to me, this is how brain decay men have gone.
Well, that's why they say the best first dates in a pool.
In a pool. I do
the
love
best
a pool.
first dates a pool because they have to go underwater and then you see them without makeup.
Yeah.
It's all even playing field in the pool. If it's not in the pool, it's in the escape room I've done. If it's not in the pool, it's in the escape. Here, babe, we could go on 1 or 2 dates. Either we go to a pool and everything is above board, or we go to the escape room I've done.
I mean, wild. And men lie so much on first dates, I imagine.
Yeah. There's this thing of the 3-month where men finally pull out their real personality. Interesting. Yeah. I
3
don't know. I
months
have to do more research on that before we speak about it.
Sure.
I like to get my research done before I speak about it.
I would even to me, going to the bar maybe beforehand is sweet, like to make sure it's not crowded or something like that's maybe what I would do if I really was like trying to impress somebody.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even crazy to go to the place that you're going, but they're going to
That's different.
lie about being smart.
That's
it's just like
different.
it's not. That's tough.
It is a tough situation.
It's tough. People are afraid to look stupid. People are so afraid to look stupid.
I mean, but you do the same. You go to trivia and you bribe the guy to make sure he asks
No,
all the
I
questions you know.
don't. I don't.
Robbie makes
But
sure
I
he
got
does.
some Slumdog Millionaire. I get some Slumdog Millionaire moments that I love. Nothing better than a Slumdog Millionaire moment at trivia.
That's beautiful. I love that.
When you get like 3 questions in a row that is like so specific,
A
and you
life
only know a
experience.
life experience. Exactly.
Yeah, that was an awesome movie.
I want to talk about, because we read this book we're going to talk about in the Patreon,
Yes.
but I have thoughts. There's a pool scene that we just read. And I think you're talking about the first date of touch in the cozy era of things. But I do think pool in the summer is hot. Like it's a flirtatious, sexy. That is where the summer I think does thrive, is in pools. Pools are hot and flirty.
Yeah, just for
Touching
me,
outside of the pool is gross.
as a plus size guy, I never got that experience.
You
But
never
I
were
can
like-
imagine how wonderful it is.
Yes.
I never. I mean, even
Like a hot tub, I guess. It's just like being in water and also hooking up is fun.
Yeah, I think yes.
Not having
100%.
sex, but like make out, touching the
There you go.
body. It's a nice
very sensual experience.
Very sensual.
It's a bath. It's a nicer. It's what you hope a shower would be.
Yes, 2 people alone in a pool. Very romantic, I would say. At night, you can move around, very free. I mean, I would say that is hot. But I have thoughts about the smut. It's not
Robbie,
much smut.
So here's the thing. You read the book this week?
I read 10 chapters.
There we go. We're going to jump over to the Patreon. Right now, we're going to be going over the next part of the book. I have some other stuff that I want to talk about over there on the Patreon, which is cool. But we are reading, what's the title of the book again?
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
I just know the acronym. The acronym.
Acronym.
Wait, what is it?
Acronym.
Acronym.
He turned it into a disease.
I got the acronym, babes. So I only know the acronym. So that's why I forgot. But we both read the book. We're gonna hop over there and talk about it. So if you like that book, please go over there. We're also gonna be talking about some other stuff too. Trying to combine the two.
Even if you don't like the book, I think you did a really good job of explaining it.
Yeah.
You're a good orator of the highlights, I would say.
Thank
and
you.
the people who are
You're good at receiving the ore.
That's good. Thank you, I
Yeah.
guess.
You're good at receiving orating.
Okay. I'm good at receiving oration. That's
Oration.
amazing. Yeah, so even if you don't like it, you want to hear us talk about the books. A lot of the people in
This
the
week
Patreon,
you'll get to help me.
Yeah, I will.
I'll
be
tell
able
you
to
this.
help you.
After last week's Patreon, I was exhausted.
I could imagine.
You
got to go watch Sebastian.
I was actually
very
exhausted.
It was very cute and earnest the way you explained it all to me. You took good notes. I could tell he was a good
fucking
student.
exhausted.
He did a good job.
By the
and
end,
I was like, I cannot do the same thing again.
I
It
gave
was
an
cruel of
hour-long
me.
presentation
It was
to
cruel of
Robbie
me.
on the book.
Yes.
I actually left that episode being like, because I normally feel light and happy after an episode. I felt so tired
You did
because I had
good.
to give so much.
You did give a
But
lot.
this week, Robbie's going to be giving.
I will. I did not take very good notes, but I will go back on the book and
You didn't take notes?
I took.
All right, go
bad
over there
notes.
before it's all ruined. Go
I
check
can contribute more. I can
Go
contribute
check
more.
out Robbie's show if you want.
Please.
It's in New
September
York.
7th, 7:30 p.m. this Saturday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Please come out.
And let us know if you're starting to enjoy your spooky season. If the burrs are what's about for you, please welcome to the best part of the year.
And if you think September 21st, September 20 blank, whatever that Saturday is the best day of the year, you see my vision. Also, I would love to know.
Yeah, someone told Robbie his birthday is the best day of the year. All right, Robbie, hit the music.